opportunity they will certainly throw players forward and try and test out the Brazil backline.
And they have a great backing here tonight. For their third match over the years against Brazil. They've lost the previous two. Strike from some way out. A left wing back who does have an eye for a goal. He's scored.
I'll tell you what, it opened right up in the centre of the midfield there. We talked to get dragged wide, then that space opens up, and he's come from a sort of left wing back position there. Abdi.
Slight issue there for Eder Militao, who played at right back at the weekend. He's moved in one, but he was very impressive in that right back position. I think we were thinking there might be more changes made by Ancelotti, just 3 from the weekend.
Yeah, I think what he's done, it looks like he's looking for us to establish his 11 for the World Cup. You know, he's trying to make sure that he gets the rhythm, find the 11 that he wants, see how they perform, and basically testing the players out. And you know, I think they've responded. They responded against Senegal. Problems with Gabriel in defence, which is not good from an Arsenal point of view that he's injured. But you know, they're just looking to try and hone the perfect 11.
Here's Wesley, who plays for Roma in the Italian top flight. He's just 22. Bruno Guimaraes, who was outstanding at the weekend against Senegal, the Newcastle captain.
Sitting, allowing Guimaraes to just go further forward. There's a bit of protection.
Here's Estevao, got a shot away, and it deflects away behind for a corner. You always get that sense things will happen when Estevao gains possession.
Oh, he's just absolute no fear. He's young, you know, he can dribble, take players on. He certainly looks like he's going to be the next generational talent to come out of Brazil. And Tunisia know about it, just trying to get as many bodies in the way of him as possible. Cuts in on his left foot. We've seen that top corner before.
So here's the corner in Swinger. Estevao. Here's Caio Henrique. And Rodrigo. Decent ball by him towards Guimaraes. Not been cleared there initially, but further away ultimately by Yassin Meria. A bit of pace shown there, charging on from midfield for Tunisia from Hannibal. Back to El Abdi.
It's a great atmosphere, Joe, and I think that's lifted Tunisia as well. You know, they're not just sitting back and defending. Yeah, they're defending the. Tell you what, when they get the ball forward, then they've got bodies up there. Hannibal leading the charge.
Yeah, and being fouled there by Wesley, so now a free kick for Tunisia. Hannibal in his second year at Burnley. Does feel like a home atmosphere for these Tunisian players to enjoy. Who is the third choice goalkeeper? Alisson of Liverpool out due to injury. Ederson was a starter in the last game, but Bento is winning just his 6th cap, given the starting chance tonight.
Sense from Tunisia that they feel that they can penetrate this Brazil defence should they get up pitch, so putting set pieces on top of the goalkeeper, getting bodies around.
For all Brazil's fine attacking talents, their defence has been very good under Ancelotti. 5 clean sheets in his first 7 games in charge. That defence being tested early on here. That pass a bit too strong though from Mastari. Previous 2 games against Tunisia, there were goals aplenty for Brazil. The last match was at the Parc des Princes just before the Qatar World Cup, a 5-1 win. Previous game before that was a 4-1 win in the 70s. Casemiro there played the full 90 at the weekend. See how much of the game he plays tonight. He scored his first Brazil goal for 2.5 years against Senegal.
You can already see the movement. Just watch in front of the play with the ball for Brazil. The movement in that forward line, it's so difficult to defend against. So it's up to Tunisia to just try and maintain a shape and stop the space into the player that's moving. They've got that back 5 and they're just going to try and be as compact as possible. They're well versed at it as well.
That's Vinicius Junior. Casemiro is looking for Cunha. This is Jan Valery of Sheffield Wednesday. Manu has spent almost his entire career so far in English football. Began with Southampton, had a loan at Birmingham. Now his 2nd year in the Steel City. His debut came in that friendly match against Brazil 3 years ago.
He's able to play as a right back, right wing back. He can also go into centre midfield as well from those positions. Means he can technically good, so he can pass a ball as well. But he can be too smarter with defending when Brazil have got it, but then getting himself right really as far forward as he can when Tunisia win it back.
It is a 3rd friendly in a week for Tunisia. They had 2 games back at home last week. They do have some busy times coming up ahead of them. They're playing the Arab Cup in a few weeks' time, and that may well be a domestic-based squad. The main focus coming up is the Africa Cup of Nations, which starts just before Christmas.
They did stagnate for a while. They were quite solid and quite predictable, but the next choice for Tunisia, the next goal is to get into the knockout stages of the World Cup. You know, it's a difficult group of opponents, but never really make it further than a particular stage.
There may be more of a chance of going beyond that first phase for Tunisia. Last time out in Qatar, they had one group win, a good win too against France, but still went out. Hannibal there fouled, so it's a free kick. Defence by Wesley.
Hannibal is a problem to defend against because he's so busy, so he's quite slight individual. He gets under everybody's skin. There he goes, clapping. A yellow card for Wesley, just trying to wind him up a little bit, but he certainly works so hard for his team. As soon as he takes that touch inside, he knows that he just encourages Wesley to foul him. He's quite particularly short. That is a yellow card. He did get a bit of a touch on the ball, but the reaction from Hannibal was just trying to wind him up as he's on the receiving end.
Only a 3rd start for Brazil for Wesley. His first came in that humiliation against Argentina back in March when they lost by 4 goals to 1. On there by Casemiro. Here's Rodrigo. Chance to shoot for him, and it's well turned away. Excellent defending. It's a goal-saving intervention there as Rodrigo went for goal for Brazil.
That's how simple it could be for Brazil to put the ball in the back of the net. But just watch Talbot on the right of his screen. He knows where it's going. He knows that perhaps it might beat his goalkeeper. Rodrigo, I think it may have just been going wide, but Talbot didn't know at that point. It's great cover and defending.
Junior, a couple of players who played under Ancelotti at Real Madrid at club level. Brazil hope he'll be the man to guide them back to where they want to be to become world champions again.